I'm tired. Like, I really am. I'm done. Like, I'm exhausted. My brain is fried. I really can't do this anymore. This is it. That's the end. This is over. I'm officially done. Like, I just can't anymore. I quit. Like, this is it. I'm done. I just don't have the energy, mental or physical bandwidth to continue anymore. I'm done. There's really no point for introduction to this video because for the most part I'm just going to be here ranting or maybe chatting or talking. I don't know. This is probably going to be one of the most natural, or I should say unscripted, videos that you get from me, because I just want to pour my emotions out and just express how I really feel. I'm tired, and when I say I'm tired, I don't know the better word to use to explain it than to just say I'm burned out. Where do I start from? My brain just can't do this anymore. I've always heard of burnout, but I never thought it could be me. It's something that I just hear people from a distance saying, and I could never relate because I just thought, like, how are you burned out? If you need to take a break, you take a break and you rest, or you relax and unwind and you get back to what you're doing. How are you burned out? But I didn't think that could be me ever, and this is what is happening in my situation right now. For the longest time I was telling myself that no, you just need to take a week break or take 2 weeks break and you get your energy back and you can get on your grind. And I tried that, trust me, I did, but it just wasn't enough. And I'm at the point where getting 1 week or 2 weeks break is not going to be enough for me anymore. I need like 2-3 months break from doing anything to actually be able to get my energy back and continue with everything that I'm working on. So based on that, I officially quit my job, because the job is the one that is taking the most part of my brain, stressing me out the most and exhausting me physically, mentally, emotionally. You might be wondering that, oh, why will you quit your job? Like, you can just take vacation or time off. Honestly, I tried that and it just didn't work out. And the main reason why I finally decided that, okay, you know what, I think I just need to go on a sabbatical, take a long extended break from work, is because I sat down with myself and I asked myself what my long-term goal in life is, and if what I'm doing right now ties into my long-term goal. And I realized that no, this is like where my long-term goal is, and this is where my career goals are, and I'm leaning more towards this side than going towards where I want to be. And that's not what I want for myself, you know. Last year I got like, how many certifications? 3 certifications for my career. This is something that I was like, okay, yeah, I just need something new. I started to work on it and I got this certification. Then in my head I was telling myself, oh, this would be good for me to get a new job, and you know, new job comes with new challenges, and that will be more fun for me, because I'm someone that genuinely enjoys working on challenges. I find them fun. And sometimes early this year when I decided, okay, yeah, I wanted to switch my jobs and whatever, I decided to apply for jobs. I got a couple of interviews, things went well and stuff, but then I quickly realized that this is actually not what I want. I'm just tired of doing like repeated things, pouring my energy into doing somebody else's job, like building somebody else's company, and I know this is not what I want for myself. So immediately I realized that I had to sit down and ask myself again more questions. That, are you really tired of this job that you're doing and you're just trying to switch, or are you tired of working in general? Then I started to realize and make more sense out of it, that okay, you know what, these goals and all these dreams that I've always had for myself, I'm not able to work on them just because I'm pouring a significant amount of my energy and time into working like a job, and that's why I'm not able to do these things. Before coming to Canada, I had like I was running a 7-figure business. I had like 7 employees working for me at the same time at one point, and over time I've employed like 20 people working for me. And as at that time I was much younger. I was probably like 22, 21, because I came to Canada at the age of 23. So like, when I was much younger I was able to make such drastic decisions and do all these things for myself, and you know what, just be like, yeah, let's just get on my grind and do stuff. And now that I'm much older, where you would expect that you should be able to make more challenging decisions, more risky decisions, then I figured that it's because of the kind of environment that I'm living in, what I need to do better. And if there is nothing else that I'm sure of in life, I'm very confident of the fact that 9 to 5 is absolutely not for me. Working a job is absolutely not for me. There is nothing wrong with working a job, oh, don't get me wrong. I encourage people to get a job. I encourage people to build their careers and whatnot. I've identified my purpose in life, and it's not just working a job. There's so much more that I could do. There's so much more that I've done, and there's so much more skills that I have here that I want to bring to life, but I just can't, just because I'm putting my active hours into a job. So I decided that it's time to take a break. I need to take break for myself, for my mental health, to relax, to explore. You know, you have all these hobbies, all these things that you want to do, and you just can't do it just because you're working all the time. And let me kind of give a better explanation to the way my work is. So I do have I did have a full-time job, and I do have other projects that I work with different clients to offer finance and accounting services. Because if you don't know, I actually do have a degree in finance, and I'm a chartered accountant as well. Then I do other freelancing gigs here and there. Those ones are much smaller, but the projects are consistent. Then I also do content creation as well, which on its own is like a full-time job. So all these things takes my time, and whenever I manage to get the time to rest, it's like my brain cannot even check out, because I'm thinking about the next things that I need to work on, and it's becoming a torture for me. You can't be doing all these things at the same time and expect that you be a master at them. It's either you're sacrificing something, or you would not just give it your best all the time. So I realized that the job is the one taking the most time, and it was time to let it go. If you are following my Instagram, you'd have probably seen a video that I posted 3 months ago, where I was counting down to this big announcement that I wanted to make. It was at that point in time that I was supposed to actually quit the job, but then I removed a certain part of that video. This part of that video was missing. I recently quit my full-time job to pursue my hobby as a content creator, travel more, and explore other opportunities. Yeah, that part where I said that I quit my job, because at that moment I didn't proceed to do it eventually. If you're a believer in God, sometimes you pray about things, and even though you are ready to do it and you feel like this is the time, you just also have to wait for God's time and make sure that you're getting a conviction from God, and you're not just the one doing it just because you want to do it. So I prayed consistently, and I made sure to ask God to give me a sign that, God, if this is really the time I'm supposed to be doing this, or if this is the right decision that I'm supposed to be making, give me a sign, and let this sign lead me to making this right decision. I asked for a specific thing, and that thing happened, and that was just okay, yes, this is it, this is what you need to do, and it's time for you to quit. And when that happened, I just put in my letter, and finally I'm officially done with 9 to 5, at least for now. Oh my God. You might also be wondering, why are you doing that now? Why didn't you do that before? Why don't you wait a little bit more for you to maybe make more money? Or since you are young, why don't you just do, why are you doing it now? Why now would be what you might be wondering here. And the truth is that I don't think there will be a better time for me to do this. There won't be a better time for me to actually quit. It has to be now. And first of all, I'm child free, I'm debt free, I'm still very young and energetic, I'm in my 20s, and now is the time for me to actually take risk. If it's something that would end up working out for me, which I'm convinced it will, now is the time for me to find that. I shouldn't be waiting until when a lot of things is going on in my life, or I've started building a family, for me to start trying out things. That would not be the best time. It's now that I feel is the right time for me to take on that risk and take that leap of faith and work on things that are really most important to me. This year I had a list of all these goals that I wanted to achieve for myself, and I during the middle of the year, half-year review, I was looking at it and I'm like, apart from things that relates to my career, I've not really been able to work on all these things that are just fun stuff for me. The only things that I've done are things that are very serious. Things I want to learn how to ride a bike, I want to learn how to use chopstick, I want to learn how to swim better, swim on my back. All these small lifestyle things that you might think are not important. Trust me, everybody's different. But for me, it's these are things that I want to do for myself. I want to achieve them, and I just haven't had the time. You might be thinking that, oh, you could do them after work at night. No. After work, I work so late into the night that when I'm tired, when I'm done with work, the only thing I do is just crash and sleep. I don't have that energy to even have calls with any friend or just catch up with anybody, because I'm so tired. And even though you're seeing my social media and it feels oh, you're always going out, you're out and about, trust me, it's those things are planned, and it's whenever I even manage to go out, that's when I make those content. Or sometimes it's oh yes, you have to do this just because of your friends. So I'm just at the point where I just have to choose me my mental health, and let go of money. Money would always come. That's the thing. For me, it's a sacrifice that I'm willing to take. I know that right now I'm sacrificing making money and all these things, but in the long run, that money will come back to me in tenfold. So why not just sacrifice something small for a greater good? That's how I see it. Money would always come. I'm not someone that will make a reckless decision without actually analyzing things. As a matter of fact, I'm an overthinker, so I would have calculated and make sure that things are in the right place. And you know, I'm just excited for this new phase. Honestly, if you can feel my energy, I don't know what to tell you. I'm also going to take out time to work on my other passion projects, things that I'm more passionate about. There are other business ideas that I want to work on, but I just haven't had the time to. So I'll try them out and do all these gazillion things that I've had on my notes for so long. I'll work on them and I'll see how that goes. You know, who knows, I might be the one to build the next $1 million company. You don't know, right? I'm going to make sure to organize and plan myself, and I trust that God is there for me. He's going to direct my path and help me make the right decision. If there's anything I'm confident about, is that I'm going to be successful in life. So that one is not even a question. Anyway, there's so much more I want to tell you. In the next couple of videos you'll be seeing from me, I'll be going into further details as to what plans I have, what I'm working on, how I plan financially, and other content like that. So make sure you check them out, because I'll be spilling very, very juicy information. So if you enjoy watching this video, please give it a thumbs up. I know I've just ranted for how long? Almost 15 minutes. Oh my god. Wow. Anyway, if you watched this far, thank you very much. You are the real OG. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in subsequent videos, and I hope you are also excited for this new phase of my life.